time! Back to action!
Welcome back, guys, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing Saba Saber from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and White Tiger Zord. We finally have it in the collection room, and then we're going to just quickly review this. And I already took them out of the box, so that's why I have the boxes here, so I can show you real quick. So this is Saba Saber from Playmates. Now here on the box we have, you can see how far it extends, about 9 inches, 23 centimeters. And then it has a button up here, which it looks like Saba's eyes go red and white, which is pretty cool. And then it comes with the coin for the Morpher. If you guys haven't gotten that yet, you should go get that, especially if you're getting Saba. And it has the sounds of the White Ranger as well, so which is pretty awesome. Now the front of the box, as you can see, is not there. I already took them out. So we have here Saba Saber with Saba Power Coin. Now I'm sure you guys have seen the version of the coin, Saba, and the mask. I don't know if I'm guessing they're doing 2 different versions. Like this one doesn't have it, so it's just an interesting way that they did it. I don't know why, but just wanted to let you know, if you guys are going to ask, where's the masks? This one doesn't have it for some reason. So pretty straightforward. And here we have the main event. This is the White Tiger Zord. Now here you can have him obviously in Tiger mode and in White Tiger Zord mode there. Now here you can see that we can put the rest of the Megazords from the Thunder Megazords with Tiger Zord. Now you see the combinations there. It also comes with a guide, which I'll show you that real quick. But that's pretty cool because you can use all the Zords together and combine it to make Mega Tiger Zord, which is pretty awesome. The sides, Power Rangers team there. Interesting is that they don't have the White Ranger here. I don't know. And in the front, comes with the sword, and obviously Tiger Zord. Here we have a nice logo. Here we have a photo of the tiger transforming into the Tiger Zord. Pretty straightforward, nothing crazy. All right, now that we're done with the boxes, we won't spend no more time with that. We're going to bring in, just want to quickly get into the Morpher. So here I have the Playmates Morpher. Let me turn this on. I think I have this off. Let's turn it on. Demo. No, it's on already. So let's see. Why is it not?
We need dinosaur power now! Tyrannosaurus!
All right, that's Tyrannosaurus. We're gonna take this out. Now the difference. You can see the difference of the coins. Let me just put this lower. All right, so we're going to start with the Morpher. Baby steps, baby steps. All right, so before I do that, I am going to just quickly show you both coins. The coin that I had, the first drop of the video. All right, the coin that I had in the Morpher is Tyrannosaurus, and then this is the White Tiger Zord, White Ranger's coin. Now, obviously, you can see the different golds. Different. I'm not sure why they went that route and not done it this way, like a weathered look. And then it has in the back the 2 little prongs there, which are going to go inside. In order to activate the White Ranger's sounds, little pegs there are going to activate it. So you push that in. There you go. Now let me quickly.
It's Morphin time!
You keep pressing. Let's see.
It's Morphin time!
I wonder if he has any hidden
It's Morphin time.
sounds. Maybe if I press it twice.
It's Morphin time. Tiger Zord. Let's get him.
I don't think so. But if you guys do find one, please let me know. All right, so that's the coin, which we knew that was gonna happen. Obviously, we knew that we had the sounds for White Tiger. We were just waiting for the coins. All right, and then we're gonna just jump right into the, what I call it, the baby Saba. So my hands are pretty big, but if you can't tell in the video how small this is, it's pretty small. Like it is. Let me just turn this on real quick. All right, so let's look at the details first. So here we have Saba's head. Nice silver and black lines. I'll give it to them there. It looks like it was sculptured really nice. Like you see it raised. And there's Saba's face with the red eyes. He could have had a little bit more paint, but it's all white. Nice vibrant gold there. Here is the button for his eyes. So when you press it, oh, then we get the noises. But we'll do the noises in a bit. Let's continue down. So then we have the coin symbol in the center there with all the lines, pretty similar to the original one. So we have some original, lining so far. And then I'm going to bring in my original Saba so I can show you guys. We do have batteries inside. I think they use, if I'm not mistaken, the circle ones. I think they're LR44. Yeah, it does say it on the box, but here we have the blade. Now it does extend. So let me see if I remember this actually. Oh, okay, perfect. So there's another button. So you got one button here for Saba's eyes. Another button here. So you got to press it and then pull out the blade. Pretty simple. And it's not super... Okay. It's not super secure that you can basically push it in. I'm going to have to wait until it finishes. Yeah. So the point of that is that when you're holding Saba like this, you're going to go like that and it comes out. So, and then he starts talking, which makes sense. So I'm holding and then I'm going to swing. And then you keep pressing the button, or let me see. Okay. So when you press this button, it's not just for the eyes. You get noises here. Okay. And let me see if I keep. Okay, so I think that's the only way you can get him to talk. If you press the button here and you just, go into battle, you just swing it down. They do have a demo, so we can see here all the, let's see if it plays. So it locks in there. So you press it. Is that the demo mode or is it off? It says demo. Let me see.
Tigerzord, power up!
Okay, there we go.
We need White Tiger Thunder power now!
This is where the speaker is. You see, like it's opened up a little bit, and they kind of made it to go with the coin as well, which is pretty cool. It's different.
Let's get him! We need White Tiger Thunder power now! Let's get him!
So it's on demo mode, so you can listen to all the sounds that it comes with, which is a good amount. The box, what does the box say? It would normally say how much sounds, but so it requires 3 button cell batteries, AG13/LR44. Yeah, but there's one included, obviously, because you're listening to this. But when it runs out, it basically says it on the box, so don't forget that. So you can have it on demo mode, on and off. So that's pretty much it with Saba. And it has the Power Ranger song. You guys heard it. I'm going to try to get that on real quick. So
Tiger Zord! Let's get him! Tiger Zord, power up!
I do like...
Need White Tiger Thunder power now!
Okay. I do like the whole Saba face. I think that's pretty cool, to be honest.
Take him down!
All right. Sorry, guys. I don't want to...
Time to beat these beasts!
All right. So that's the Saba Saber that we've been waiting for. I mean, again, it's small. Now, the original one that I have is this one there. Now, this is the original Saba one. But yeah, obviously, there's no comparison with this. Like the audio in this is insane. Now, just to show you guys a size comparison. Like, you guys see everything's going to be different, which obviously makes sense, but I can't even get this in frame. Hold on one second. All right, so let me just pick this up here. I mean, you guys see the difference. Like, I think that's a better view there. But obviously different colors, different height, pretty much everything. Like here with the original one, you also can go in with the blade and out. So this is obviously nice. Very nice. Now this version is, just, I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger. But yeah, we have a very small sword, basically. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of the new Saba? And then we're gonna just jump right into the White Tiger. Zord is in the building, guys. Look at that. Oh my god. This Tiger Zord is amazing. I didn't even take out my original one, which I should, just to give you a quick comparisons. But all right, let's do this. Let's not waste any time. So I just gotta remember how to transform into tiger mode. All right, so before I do any of that, let's just look at details. So let me just raise you guys up a little bit to get the top half, and then we go to the bottom. So very similar with the decals of the Legacy and the original one, only if you have the updated decals. Now, they're obviously different qualities. Let's not argue about that. But I love that they did amazing paint jobs, and then you also have decals here. Now, this feels very good. It's a little heavy, not too heavy, but it's like the perfect weight. I love that we have this painted. Normally we will have the little caps on. Sometimes you'll lose them, like especially with the original ones. The Legacy one, obviously not. We are missing some paint here in the bottom. And I love the details here. Like, that looks pretty awesome. More decals in the back, which is very nice. And they place them very, very well. Sometimes they'll put them on a little bit crooked. This could have been put somewhere else, maybe like on the thigh area here, but they have him right on the butt for some reason. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Same on the other side, nice details there. Articulations, I mean, it's gonna be pretty much the same with all these Zords. We do bend there, which is perfect, which is what we want. And the legs, we do have a minor bend there, and you have those ratchets. Awesome. And what else do we have? And then the helmet, obviously, when we are transformed to the Megazord. Sorry, every time I say transform, I'm just start thinking about freaking Transformers. I apologize, guys. Maybe, like, what should I use? All right, so, ooh, I just noticed a little paint mess up just up there. Took a little white. But yeah, when he's in a Mega Tigerzord mode, that's the head. We could also put those down because we're going to put the Lion Megazord on top. You know how this works out, guys, right? Yeah, so I'm just trying to see if everything is working well. You hear the ratchets for the combination, arms bend, and then now for Tiger Zord mode. All right. Now this can be a little bit fidgety. I'm trying to put this all the way down. Perfect. And then you just pop his head down. Just be careful. Try to have some patience. I tend not to have too much patience. But then that's how things break. All right. Shoulders are back. And then, all right, let me see if I remember this. Bear with me, guys. Do we even... Okay. So, mechanism there to change them to tiger mode, but you have to take out the feet. There you go. The feet hide underneath the foot there. The feet, yeah, pretty much. All right, so we're going to take the other one out. Going to close that like that. And then we're going to put this like this. Sorry, guys, just bear with me. All right, so we got that part, but then we want this part of the tiger's face. Oh, look at that. Satisfying. Decals from the back. Once you do that transformation, they go on the bottom there. Nice details there. The coin, decals there. Beautiful, nice and attached very well. That's pretty cool. And then arms down. We actually want to hide the whole head part, I think. Right? All right, let's get the claws out. So the claws, and we turn it this way. So we have the claws out. Also here, same. But that looks weird, right? We're getting there, but it looks weird because of this head. Now, does this head come off? I don't want to break it. Ah, interesting. Okay, I'm looking at the box. Duh. So it looks like there's a way to do this. Oh, snap. Oh, okay. So there's an opening. Look at that. You push it. Let me see. Push it down. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. We figured something out on ourselves. By ourselves. Does this go down more further down? I don't want to damage it. Okay. I think I think it's good like that. Look at that, guys. All right. So let me just see real quick. Sorry, guys. I keep putting you guys down and up, but and here is the sword for Tiger Zord. It's missing red paint just there, and that's it pretty much on both sides, but it's looking good. Then you want to put the tail in this little hole here. Perfect. And it basically goes up and down. So there is your tiger mode. Perfect. Look at that, guys. This looks, and the freaking silver or titanium, this looks like titanium. Looks freaking amazing. Like, this is a beautiful Tiger Zord. Like, they did again. They executed. Thank you, Playmates. Thank you for making this for me and my son, I guess. He will play with it for sure. But this is I can't say much. Like, this is perfect, and I think this wave of Megazords are better, I think, than the Dino Megazord. To be honest, just saying out there. This is just, they've upgraded their way of making these Zords. Like, they definitely did, in my opinion. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comments, but this is beautiful. All right, now we're gonna go back. Should we? Let me see if I can. Now I need to put my camera up, guys. Jesus. Let's see. All right, does that work? I guess. All right. So now we're gonna go back into Tigerzord mode. This is very similar to the original one, and even Legacy, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Like, the mechanisms with the legs, the feet are very similar. There you go. And then the head, we want to pop out slowly. There we go. Love that. So we have articulations on both hands, which is nice. The mouth here opens up and closes. Yeah, it's closed and then it's open. And then the little red, what you call it, like light or ball that's in his mouth. There's this silver piece here, which you can, once you open the mouth, it's not fully down. You can just push it as much as you can, and that's pretty much it. But this Zord is really good. I'm gonna quickly just bring in my original Tiger Zord. Just give me 1 second. All right, guys, I had to do a little change up on the set. So here we have the original Tiger Zord from Bandai. Now look how huge difference that this is compared to the Playmates. Height obviously is different, and you can see already some of the changes here with the clear red circles here on the legs and on top of the shoulders. We're missing that there. That you can paint easily. We do have it up here, and just some different colors there on the claws as well. Also with the decals here, we actually have it painted, which is a nice touch. Now you can see all over there's differences there with some paint and some of the decals there on the face. Here we have like a gray with red marks on the face there. Here they're black and red. Also here with the black lines, we don't have them here. These are like the different versions of decals of, like, not the original ones, I think, but yeah. So it has a lot of differences, but it's not bad. I like how they both look. You change them around, so it's pretty much the same all over. So you do have some, differences here and there, which is pretty awesome. Just to not have the same thing all over again. So here we have a lot of similarities there. Their articulations on the Playmates, it is better, just because you can bend your arm here. With the original ones, you can't unless you turn it around and then you go like that, but then you can't turn his hand to hold the sword. He will have to hold it like that, which is obviously weird, but that's the only thing. And yeah, so that's the comparison. But yes, pretty straightforward. There's chrome on the original one, and there's no chrome on the Playmates version. So it's pretty nice though. They both look awesome. And, you know, they're two different, you know, companies, and I think they both look amazing. So now we're going to quickly try to do this transformation with the Thunder Megazord. And I'll put this guy to the side. Whoa, big, heavy guy. Now bear with me because I haven't done this transformation, so it may take a little long, but hopefully it won't be that bad. So I am going to start with the legs. So here we're gonna close here. It's almost pretty much the same when you're transforming it to the Thunder Megazord. If I can just, I always have issues with this part here, taking it out. There we go. So we want to do that. Same with Unicorn. All right, so we got both legs. And now, one thing that I didn't show you guys is the Tigerzord does extend his chest out. Pretty seamless. It's a little bit tight there, so you just got to be careful pulling it out. Are we officially out? No. Okay. There we go. So now we have that opening there. Because he's a big Zord, you know, he needs a bigger chest there. All right, now, let's put the arms up. The legs are going to, let's see. Okay, they're going to go outward. So these, the feet, they do come out, but I think you have to put it a certain way in order to, I think you still use the, you have to use the leg. So let's see. Sorry guys, we're doing this together as a team. So I found the manual. Awesome. So you have to take off the legs, and I had them like this, which is wrong. So, and you can tell there's two little black, well, one on each leg, and it goes in the little circle inside. So basically you're gonna want to push that in there just like that, and that's pretty much it. So I'll leave this there to come back to it just in case. And all right, so that is in. Let's bring Griffin inside. All right, here we go. Why is it not? All right, so that looks okay. There we go. All right, so here we have it. Look at that, we're getting somewhere. All right, now we got the lion. Let's see how long this is gonna take. Not too long, hopefully. So we'll take lion's legs off, and then for Tigerzord you want to put his arms down, then you want to put his shoulders down as well. Oh, we want this to come out because this goes in pretty easily. There we go. Look at that, it's looking freaking amazing already. And then you want to, there's a opening there, and then there's a tab there, so that's straightforward. Whoa, that was a little hard to put in, so just be careful. Whoa, this looks insane. Look how big this is. Jesus. All right. Now, you really gotta push that in there. There we go. And to be honest, I don't like this mode at all. Like, look at his shoulders. They're blocking his view. We're also gonna change his mask. There we go. So you want to flip that over. Trying to make sure I get that on video. And then you just want to lift up his crown thing, and then you see his visor there. Just trying to see, why is this not staying? There we go. Pretty cool. We can bend the arms like that. Perfect. And then for this piece here from the line, you want to put this in the back. Now let's see if it's the same as the original one. So we'll turn this around. And let's see. I think it is. That doesn't seem like it's in there. Oh, it looks like it is. All right, guys. Look at this beast. Wow. It looks pretty good, to be honest. Like, no complaints there. Let me just make sure everything is right. Yep, that goes in the shoulder. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So now, Firebird. Let's see if we can get this right. So with Firebird, you want to close her down, her head down. This you want to close completely. And then I think this is where, I don't know where these legs, if they're legs. Let's see. So it has this hole there, and it has this black handle thing on top there. So you just pretty much push that in, and you close the wings. And I don't know, those legs, what you do with them, but this, and then you can turn. And what do you guys think? This is a beast. Like, look at this. It looks really nice in person, but I'm just trying to see here. Let's see. All right. I don't know why that doesn't stay. I'm definitely missing something with those black legs things on Firebird. Let me see if it says anything here. All right, it says to put exactly what I did, but nothing about those black legs there. All right, so I mean, that's pretty much it there. And again, guys, if you know, you probably have the Zords already, just let me know, and then I'll try it, you know. Sometimes you do mistakes. We're only human. So, but this looks freaking awesome. It looks bigger than the actual Thunder Megazord. And then if you want, you can put the sword on his other hand, which may be extra. And then we have the red Megazord here. Look how tiny he is next to this beast. Like, what do you guys think of this combination? It's not bad. But I don't love this transformation. I think the Dino Megazord and the Dragon Zord is better. But yeah, this is not that bad. It looks pretty good. Let me know in the comments if you guys have these Zords and what do you guys think. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up. That is it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon, like that you guys get notified when I do post a new video. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. This is Ariel Diaz. Peace.